All right, so hypothetical, you have cancer, right?
hmm
You got a year to live. What are you doing?
I'm taking a. I'm not gonna tell anybody. First of all, besides like close family members, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna go to a hospital.
Why wouldn't you tell anybody though?
Well, I'll tell like my family members,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna be like, well, this is what I'm gonna do. First of all, this is what I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take out a shit ton of credit cards, a bunch
Oh,
of debt, and just do whatever I want. I'm gonna go crazy, and then I'll die.
Wait, would that pass on though to your family
I don't
members?
care. I'll be dead.
Damn, so
luck,
you just
y'all.
gonna
That's why I won't tell them. Maybe I tell them so. I'll be like,
Really?
yo,
You wouldn't tell any. So who would you tell?
1, 2, maybe
So-
you if you want to do stuff. We could rent like a car or something and drive, like race from LA to New York
Under your name?
under my name. I would be like, here, I rented. What car you want?
Damn, you're a real one. If you do that, that would be crazy.
How fun would that be?
That would be really fun.
It would be like amazing race. We just get a car and we race. We start here.
All right, but what car would you pick then? Because
That-
look, if
that's-
we're racing from here over to California, like
it's a long drive.
That is,
It has to be
so-
something comfortable and not just fast. And you also gotta think that you can't go. You have to go the speed limit most of the time. Like you
Yeah.
you could accelerate and stuff once in a while, but most of the time you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna be stuck in traffic. So it has to be something fast, reliable, and comfortable.
so what would you pick?
That's a good question. I don't know. What would you pick? You
I'd
know more
probably
about cars.
I'd probably pick an Audi.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking like a BMW, like a luxury
BMW?
one.
I mean, all of them are luxury.
But the ones are like 4 doors, not like a coupe.
Yeah, I would go for a four-door car too. Probably like the car that Bart has right now, the RS7. Ooh, beautiful car, man.
Yeah.
It's got the performance, luxury, or
Yo-
maybe a Mercedes Benz. They have
How about Porsche?
massaging seats.
Because I feel like a Porsche.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, massaging seats.
Nah, but the thing about Porsche is like it's more on the performance side than
Yeah.
because they don't care about comfort.
But I'm thinking, if you're gonna be in the highway most of the time, you're gonna be cutting lanes the whole time.
Hell yeah.
So you don't want a heavy car. You want something
yeah,
sporty.
that's why the RS7 it's a four-door car. But,
Isn't it considered a coupe though?
No. A
'Cause-
coupe is two-door.
Yeah, no, but there's a BMW that they call it a 4-door coupe, which is weird.
Four-door
Yeah, I saw it in a YouTube video.
So it has four doors, but wait, I don't understand that.
They call it a 4-door coupe, so it's like a sports car. It's supposed to have 2 doors, but they put 4 doors on it. It's really weird. I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, we can search it up if you want to search it up. Passive, Mr. Passive,
Four-door
Mr.
coupe.
Passive.
Alright, look
Search
it up,
up
look it up.
BMW 4-door coupe.
I need to see this.
Yeah, it's just it's so stupid.
that's
that's what
weird.
I thought. Because a coupe is a 2-door, right?
Yeah.
But they call it a 4-door coupe because they don't want to call it a sedan. Just I don't know if it's that one. I just know that in the video I watched they called it a 4-door coupe.
Maybe it was a.
It's because they're like, nah, it's not a sedan, bro. It's a 4-door coupe.
All right, maybe because of the size then.
It might be. I think it's small, but it's still 4 doors though. I don't know.
Maybe
Either
with
way,
my car, it's got four doors, but it's the back is tight back there, right?
yeah, you barely have a seat.
Yo, remember when you and your two brothers sat back there? How was that? Was it tight back there?
Yeah, it was tight. I've been in tighter cars though, where like your legs, there's so much space between the front seat and the chair. Especially like sedans have that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
it
was-
yeah, some of them.
And my uncle's Mustang is like that. It's
All right,
it's really small.
We gotta get back to the topic.
All right, we're gonna race from New York to LA. You'll pick
Maybe a Mercedes Benz because some of their luxury classes have massaging seats.
I'll take airplane.
Ooh, you know what would be good actually? A
What?
Tesla because it got autopilot.
Oh, you're right. I heard by this MIT scientist or something.
Uh-huh.
He works on AI. He said that the autopilot actually might cause more accidents because when you're driving and you're focusing on the road
Uh-huh.
and you have your hands on the steering wheel, you're concentrating, right,
Yeah.
on not crashing.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's with a Tesla, it turns by itself. But you still have to have your hands on the steering wheel.
Uh-huh.
But you're not focused anymore. All you're doing is holding it, but you're not really looking at anything. You're just kind of dazing off. You're daydreaming. So he was thinking that because you're just daydreaming and holding the steering wheel, if something is bound, if something like crosses you, you're not gonna have the reaction time to
No, but
evade it.
So the thing about Tesla, it has like sensors all over the car. So like if a car is too close to you, sideways, the front too, it'll slow down.
But it won't. avoid like potholes or construction.
Yeah,
So
that-
let's say there's two lanes going this
Uh-huh.
way, and then there's cones dividing the lane that way.
Yes.
It will still keep going straight into the oncoming
I don't know
construction.
about that one.
That's what he talked about. I mean, I don't have a Tesla, dude. I
'Cause
have a bike.
When I drove one, right, it has the lane assist, so that's why like it was the easiest car I ever drove. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
but it follows the lanes, right?
no, it shows you like how far you are.
But what I'm saying is that it uses the cameras to look at the white lines on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
But what if the white lines on the road go this way, but the emergency like the construction tells you to go that way? It's still gonna follow the white lines.
Yeah, that
Supposedly, I don't know if they fixed something, but that's what I heard.
I'm sure it would be able to pick it up.
So a Tesla's not a bad idea though.
Yeah,
But you have to think about it. When you charge it, you have to spend
Oh,
like
yeah,
30 minutes
that's so-
charging.
that's
That's
true
time
also.
that you lose. Because when you stop at a gas station,
That's a great point.
stopping at a gas station takes 5 minutes. Fill it up, get some
Yeah,
snacks,
Exactly.
and just you're off. Or you can get a hybrid.
Now hybrids are better local
Why?
because since it uses electricity, it's better if it stops more because that's when it's regenerative.
How
But
about a
then-
motorcycle?
Oh hell no! That's gonna be too.
Because think about it
uncomfortable.
though. If there's traffic, right?
Yeah.
Because you're eventually gonna reach traffic where the whole road is stopped and
Uh-huh.
you're stuck in traffic for like 5-10 hours at most.
Damn, that's a.
My cousin got stuck in traffic for 10 hours.
10 hours.
From Las Vegas to LA.
Uh-huh.
She got stuck in traffic, and it took 10 hours. The drive is 5 hours.
Wait, what was it that?
I don't know,
that
probably a
caused
car
it?
accident.
Oh my lord.
One time when we were going from Las Vegas to LA. There's two highways basically. One is one way, the other one's the other way,
Uh-huh.
and it's a valley between two mountains. And we were coming down the mountain, and
Yeah.
we see just a straight line for miles of just cars parked.
Traffic.
Just car, not even moving, just parked onto the other mountain. I have a picture. I'll show you later.
All right.
And it just keeps going, and it goes over the next mountain and down. And ours was empty because two like semi trucks crashed.
Wow.
And they closed the whole thing. So there's gonna be traffic, and if you have a motorcycle, just cut through everything. It's gonna be uncomfortable.
Would you do a motorcycle? You got to pick something. How long is
Maybe the big ass ones, the ones that they're a big couch.
What if it's raining then?
you
Are
die? What time of the year is it? If we go in the summer, it's not gonna be too bad.
But like, how about when you're like, because that's cross country pretty
Mhm.
much.
It's only like 3 days. It's only.
Would it be like it would be 3 days of non-stop driving though?
I think it's less.
Less?
I think it's like, I don't know, like 20 something hours. Probably more, like 30 something hours.
Wow, that's actually not bad.
It's 3,000 miles.
3,000 miles.
3,100 miles, I think. What are you doing, Mr. Passive? You gonna search it up? Search up how long. Search up
Just
the
Google
distance.
Maps it.
Yeah, just search up LA directions from here to LA. Don't show it on the screen though, because they're gonna know our address. I don't live
Just do
in New York City.
just do New York.
New York to LA drive. All right. Yeah, so I might do a motorcycle if I was trained enough that I could.
I would not do a motorcycle.
My uncle,
Uh-huh.
he rides a motorcycle. He says he wants to ride from Mexico because he lives in Mexico to Alaska, just ride all the way just to
how
Canada.
long does that take?
I don't know, maybe less. It's definitely less than New York to LA, but it's still a long drive. And he was telling me that his friends did it, and it was like 5 or 6 of them.
Uh-huh.
And by the time they reached like midway, there was only like 2 people left, because everybody gave up and went back.
That's the
'Cause-
thing. Like, I don't think I would be able to do it alone. I would need to do it with somebody, especially on a motorcycle.
Because what they do is they carry a tent, and then they just park
Set up
the
camp
side.
if anything.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
just chill. But just sitting on a awkward ass seat in the same position,
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable, dude. And I don't. Oh shit! Here we go. See, this is why I have my glasses,
Yeah, I'm
Mr.
blind. I
Passive.
can't see. I can't
Yeah.
see nothing. What is that?
All right.
42 hours?
42 hours
That's all I can see.
driving. 42 hours driving. That's a long ass. That's 2 days.
If you go non-stop though.
Yeah, you
Think
gotta.
about it. 24 hours in a day. Could you
Okay.
drive for 24
How
hours?
about this? You and a person. It would be like a tag team. Who would you go with? I like how we go from what we do for. You didn't even answer the question.
I didn't.
All right, let's finish this and then we go to that again.
I don't even know.
Who would you go with?
Maybe my dad. My dad, he
Knows how
did
to
car
drive?
service his whole life. He could do it.
Ooh, I'll go with my dad too. He was a truck driver. He knows how to drive long distance.
I would probably pay him for that trip. You know, just be like, do your thing, dad.
I mean, I don't know.
He could go long hours.
If it was a
for driving.
competition and you win money, yeah, obviously it would be 50-50, right?
Uh-huh.
But my cousin my cousin, my uncle, and my dad they drive long distance all the time. I think he's told me the longest he driven was like 12 hours straight.
Damn. What was the longest you ever driven?
4 hours straight.
4 hours. Mine was like 6 hours straight.
From where to where?
One snowboarding one year in like at Lake Placid, and it was like 6 hours away.
That's not bad.
It was pretty bad.
Last summer when we went to California,
Uh-huh.
we were in Big Bear,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a family trip, and I had to drive from Big Bear to in California, and that's around 4 hour drive. But I had a throat infection and I was sick and I was on pills and I was so tired and I had a horrible headache. And the thing about driving in California is it's just a straight line through the desert.
It's high speeds too, right?
Where we were, it was like 55.
Okay.
But I was going like 80 because there was a car every like 3 miles.
Okay.
There was nothing.
So it's just open
and
road.
no houses either. It was nothing. It's just bare land, just going a straight line. We were not on the highway yet. There was no highways through there. It was a weird area we were in.
I've never driven.
Because if you look at a map, Big Bear is like north of LA. But if we want to take the highway, which is I think Interstate 5, you have to go down to LA and then go back up through the highway towards. But we were like towards far right, so it would be a longer trip to go down and then around the mountains. So we just cut through the mountains and ended up somewhere random.
Was it fun driving on the mountains?
I don't know how to drive in the mountains because you're going downhill the whole time, and I'm not used to driving that much. So I was just holding on to the brakes the whole time, and you're not supposed to do that because then you wear out your brakes, and then when we reach the bottom, all you smell is the
brakes.
Yeah,
the dust.
yeah. And it stunk.
Damn.
Because I didn't know, and my cousin was like, you have to put it in third gear or something.
Yeah, just so it's slower.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
When we were coming back from LA. I know
It was a manual car too.
Nah, it's an automatic. I just held on to the brake a little bit and just kind of steered. You just can't go fast. And it was a big car too.
So that's the thing, because some automatic cars, they don't let you pick the gears. Like they don't have a manual mode.
So what do you do? Don't you just
Well, I know
engine brake?
it would still be, you have to use a brake. But I know some cars, even if it's automatic, like it knows, it's like programmed to stay in a higher gear just so that it's more conservative with gas.
I don't know how this shit works, man. I drive once a year for 2 weeks. That's it. But when we're driving to LA from where my parents live, it's up a mountain and then back down. But going up the mountain, we saw a semi truck where the back wheels were on fire because I guess the guy wasn't braking correctly going down the hill, and
Damn,
it
so it just got way too hot.
The brakes just got way too hot and they ignited, and all you see is a bunch of smoke coming from the truck.
How hot was it
That day? It was not that hot. I mean, it was hot.
But like, what is like a hot day or like a normal day over there?
It was like 100 degrees, maybe 95.
Oh my god.
It was hot. It was hot, but it was not hot. The brakes didn't catch fire because it was hot. They caught fire because the guy didn't
He's
brake
just
correctly.
using it too much.
Yeah, so when you go down a hill in a truck, you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to put it in a high gear also, and you're supposed to engine brake.
Yeah.
Where the engine slows down the wheels.
Yeah.
And then you have to put too much pressure on the actual brakes, because that's how.
I don't know how trucks work.
Well, if you I never seen them around here, but in California at the end of a hill, like down the hill, there's these paths to say runaway truck thing, and it's just a bunch of gravel, and then the trucks roll into there, and it stops them once the engines fail, because engines fail a lot going downhill. Because if you don't know how to drive a truck and you're holding onto the brake the whole time going downhill, all that weight from a semi truck will burn them out or break them, and then you just lose your brakes and you're just rolling down the hill. So the only way to stop a fucking 20,000 ton semi truck is just crashing into the side of the mountain.
Damn, that's actually crazy.
But you don't crash. It's just
just like
uphill.
Go to a stop, right?
It's
to a stop.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of gravel. So you just kind of drive into the gravel, and all the gravel just stops it. But you see that a lot in LA. I mean, in California, I never seen it here. I seen it in Mexico too, where it's just like the road makes a left, and that little road goes straight. Right? Yeah, it splits, and the truck's supposed to go drive that way. It's weird, man.
All right. So, is there anything else that you would do?
Anything specific? I might travel a lot. I want to see stuff. Yeah.
Okay, traveling and then just blowing a lot of money.
Probably, I'll blow a lot of money.
How about so like a lot of people will say that they would do like a shit ton of drugs. Would you try anything like that?
I'll try every drug.
Every drug.
Every drug.
Damn. Honestly, maybe you know what? If I had 1 year left to live, I'd probably try every drug too.
Every drug. What drug wouldn't you try if you had a year to live? Because I would try like DMT and a bunch of
DMT is one
hallucinogens.
that I would be down to try.
The only reason I would do it is because people tell me it lasts 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's fast. I mean, that's a lot of drugs. Actually, not a lot, but
I heard cocaine only lasts like 15 minutes or something, like
I
a
don't
really
know.
short amount of time. So then it was like, what's the point?
I don't know. When people like describe cocaine to me, it just sounds like they drank like 50 Red Bulls.
That sounds fun.
No, I can't say
I
that.
might drink 15 Red Bulls. I bet 15 Red Bulls is
Alright.
cheaper than.
It gives them like a
La la.
crazy shock of energy, like a crazy boost of energy.
I don't think I need that.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think I
we
ever
should
need
do
that.
like a line of Coke before the podcast.
Oh,
we can see
hell
what happens.
no.
We're
You gonna try that?
Why
Just
not?
be like talking super fast.
And then knocks out, and then we're just
Word.
sleeping. We should do a podcast for every drug.
Nah, chill.
Why not?
Cause there's some that I'm scared to experiment with.
If you're gonna do it, might as well record it and put it on the internet.
Nah, but if we put it on the internet, it's gonna. I feel like if you put it on the internet, right? It's gonna and some people might see it. Well, people are definitely gonna see it, and then it's like, hey, let's try this. And I don't want to condone that, you know.
Kids do drugs. They're
Oh
good for
my
you.
god.
All right. I would probably do a lot of drugs. I would try cocaine.
Wait, you gotta tell them that you're just kidding, bro. Remember what we said last time? This is
I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I'm not monetized.
This is
yet.
one of those things.
You know what we need
but
to
look,
get monetized.
what if it comes back to bite us in the ass? If
Kids
it ever
do
gets
drugs?
there. Oh my, he said it again.
All right. First of all, listen, guys.
You gotta tell him it's a joke. 'cause
I-
then some
I
people gonna think
drink-
it's serious.
I don't smoke. I don't do any type of drugs besides sugar and caffeine.
Do you consider that a drug?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know how much of a drug. I don't know the definition of drugs. I think it's a chemical that you put in your body, but I mean, sugar's a chemical, I guess. Sugar is definitely addicting. I'm addicted to sugar. I love sugar,
I love sugar too, man.
but I don't know if I could cut it. Like if you told me I can never eat sugar again, I'd probably say it.
But that's the thing though. Everything has sugar. Like even fruits, natural sugars.
And bread has sugar. Milk has sugar. They put
Yeah,
They put sugar in milk.
everything has sugar carbs. You know, some type of carb.
So what would you do if you had 1 year to live? It's a good question, huh?
It is a good question. I think probably spend all my money on a car and then just like beat the crap out of it. Maybe try like some professional fighting.
Like UFC, like not UFC, but like
Probably I'll
in the
probably
ring,
get
like
into it,
try to kill
in,
each
like,
other.
boxing. Not kill each other, but like
Hey, what you got to lose?
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna die anyway, man. In a year, like shit.
Imagine
Just train for like half a year straight.
just to get into one fight.
Yeah, one fight, and let's
This doesn't
see
sound
if
fun
I
at
got
all.
what it takes.
I would not. If I had 1 year to live, I would not exercise any of those days.
You wouldn't?
Nah, probably not. I'll be like, yo, let's wake up, let's do some coke, and then let's go party. Not I probably won't party, honestly. I'm not a big fan of partying.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of partying. either.
I would probably be like, yo, let's go to Tokyo, let's go to Hawaii. I just want to spend my last days on the beach with I don't know, like
that is
a
good too.
pina colada next to me or something.
I'm just thinking in terms of like what I can't do right now, what I wouldn't do right now, right? And like, I mean, down the line, I would want to build like a project car, just have fun with like drifting or whatever.
But you're not gonna do that in a year.
Yeah, not in a
Dude,
year.
we should do
You
that.
could do it in a year.
I really want to
if I
build a
would-
car, dude.
If I were to take all my money right now and put it into a car,
Uh-huh.
I could have a pretty fast car.
Dude, if this channel makes it, I'm 100% down to make another YouTube channel or the same YouTube channel
For
where we
cars?
just oh man, you put that idea in my head and I was stuck in my head. Just
It's
rebuild.
crazy, bro.
I always kind of wanted to do it.
There's like a lot of car YouTubers out here, you know, like since they're monetized, it pays for itself.
You know what's helping me? I mean, what's not motivating me? What's kind of wanting me? What's making me want to build a car more?
What?
Because me and Mr. Passive over here,
Uh-huh.
we're planning to build a PC for him
Yeah.
mostly, but just for for this whole setup and just to
Yeah.
have in general and all the stuff
It's
we're
fun,
doing.
right? To work with your hands.
Yeah, is that I always love working with my hands.
Yeah, same,
Like
me too.
everything, like building
I
anything.
love building stuff. Even my bicycle, I built it.
I didn't build my bicycle. My bicycle brought like that.
Just
But if
pre-built,
if
right?
I had the money to buy the pieces and put it all together,
Yeah.
I would. But we've been looking at computer parts, and I've been watching like tutorials of how to put it all together. and I'm researching a bunch of stuff.
when you guys get all the parts, I'll show you guys. Like I won't build it for you guys. I'll just tell you where everything goes. I'll explain it all.
Yeah, we'll have it. We could record and put it online. That'll be a whole
It
video.
might be a long video.
How? Who cares? Just time lapse.
Cause I did that for
Behind
my
the
friend.
scenes.
My friend wanted me to help him build it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna teach you what everything is, just so that if anything ever goes wrong, you can kind of diagnose it yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you have hardware issues. But yeah, like I told him like all the ports on the motherboard. You know, just with like everything on the power supply too, like where
That's
the
what
wires
confuses
go.
me. Where all the wires go, because
Yeah.
I know what everything does, like where everything goes. But once you have to connect every wire
Yeah.
and then loop it behind the motherboard and stuff, that's when I'm just like, I lost
I think
the
the hardest part for me is the cable management, cause like
you gotta get a good case. Well, you built your own computer, right?
Yeah, I did. But like, so what I did with the cable management, it's sloppy. Like I just tucked it in the back and I zip tied it all down. Like as long as it's not sticking out, then I was like, it's cool.
How does your computer look? Describe it.
It's I got a full tower, which is a big case.
Mhm.
You know, you got a, so you have minis, you have a mid, and then you have a full tower.
You have a full.
Yeah, I have a
Is
full.
it too big for everything you have?
No, it's nice and spacious. So that's the thing. Like space in, like having no clutter in a case is important because you want proper airflow to
Mhm.
cool the computer. So that's why like and I have a liquid cooler too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it
So-
worth it?
Um.
Because the one we're gonna get is a fan.
It-
It's cheaper and it's supposedly better than the
So the thing
liquid cooler.
about that is that just get more in depth into it. Aftermarket coolers are better if you want to overclock your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Which and overclocking it means like you go into the software and you tweak it, right? You tweak the hardware to make it perform better.
At its
But-
max for without kind of.
Not max, but like you're tweaking it to work
Mhm.
harder. But
But do you
so
wear out your CPU?
you do. So you're kind of shortening the lifespan because it's working harder.
But YOLO, man. That's why we live in 1 year.
I mean, it like, so I didn't overclock it too crazily, like, you know, just some slight tweaks for better performance. And it's free, and why not? I already had aftermarket parts. Like, I already have aftermarket cooling and stuff.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, just my full tower with the case. But, yeah, like, I have a bunch of fans. So I got the full tower because I like the way it looks.
What do you do with it? You just game?
Just
everything,
whatever
right?
I want, pretty much.
But you don't edit or anything?
I've tried editing, and I've been looking into it more. But I could do that. Mostly just for gaming and sneakers.
Sneakers. Oh,
I'm
you're
not,
reselling.
I'm
That's your
not
business, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can say like botting. Because
Yeah.
I guess I could talk about it. Yeah, for sneaker botting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because botting,
FBI, yo.
no, botting is not. It's, I don't know if it's illegal, but it's against the terms
Yeah.
of a lot of websites. You
Mhm.
know, so you know
You
they don't
screwed yourself.
know who I am. Like,
We got 25 subscribers, and they're gonna report you to
shout
the
out
FBI.
to Nike, shout out to Adidas for putting food on my plate
Facts.
and more.
And more.
Yeah, you know, it's done a lot for me.
That's interesting. So, how do you feel about creating your own channel where you could edit your own stuff? Not necessarily like your own on yourself, but like the reselling thing. Not the reselling, the like your clothing channel.
If I were to do
Or
one,
not channel, but just episodes and stuff.
like if I were to edit my own stuff.
Yeah.
What was the question? Ask it again. I'm sorry.
So let's say we created your own episode of something or
Uh-huh.
show of something where you
Yeah.
talked about clothes.
Uh-huh.
You think you could edit your own stuff?
I think if I put the time into learning it, definitely.
How hard could it be? I
think
gotta learn,
It gets
dude.
pretty intense because so one of my favorite people to watch, Casey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, yo, when he
But he goes
first,
crazy though.
Yeah, but like,
he's a
you see-
professional. But you're not gonna do it like that.
but you see, he's a professional
you want to get to that point?
in his own. It inspires me, man. When I see like his edits and even Jesse, right?
Yeah.
You know who Jesse is from? He was with Prank First Prank.
Yeah, yeah.
Like his
He
editing.
does vlogs?
Yeah, he does. Like his editing is amazing too. Like,
Do
you
they?
know, sometimes you just see like when you know what's going on, right?
Mhm.
And you see something like a crazy edit, you're like, how the hell did they do that?
You probably what they do a lot is that they plan out the edits before they record.
Uh-huh.
So what I noticed is that he's nice that let's say he enters a room,
Yeah.
he probably goes into a room, sets up,
Uh-huh.
goes back out, and pretends he walks back in.
So you know what's so like
That's
something-
tight, though. I
Yeah,
like
it is.
that.
But you know what's a cool one I would do? Like if I had a GoPro, right? Well, I do have a GoPro, and then like if I'm going to like let's say I want to do like some cool filming like
Mhm.
writing, and I go from inside to outside, right? I could do like an edit where like I have somebody stand outside, right? And I chuck my camera out the window
And it lands on you
and
or
record
something?
it. Nah, and then I let that person catch it, and then to record the catching one, I have someone throw it to me, and then I catch it and like snap it on the helmet.
That sounds tight.
Right?
That sounds
like
hard
you could
though.
go like this, you with the camera,
Yeah.
and then you record another one of you catching it now, and then
So it looks like you're throwing it to yourself.
yeah,
Dude, that's-
right. That would be a nice that could be a cool
Hey,
transition.
because I'm trying to think of different things to do for this channel.
Yeah.
So if you're listening right now and you have any cool ideas that you would like us to do, comment down.
Those that's top secret stuff. Those are the winning formulas. You think
Yeah,
you're
but we're not
share
gonna
it?
tell them. Just let us know. Give us your winning formula. Be like, hey, you should do this, you should do that, and then we might take it into
I
consideration.
mean, that stuff is cool because it shows creativity. You know.
Yeah, but again, we could experiment and do our own types of
Mhm.
videos that are not a podcast.
Yeah.
And upload them and try them out and test them. We could do whatever we want.
Yeah,
We're
That's the
a
beauty.
fetus of a channel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're really young, so we could do whatever we want until the point that we found a perfect formula that works for us, and then we could just keep doing that. Because right now we're in experimental mode.
Uh-huh.
This is just practice right here.
Yeah.
This is the we're a fetus, and eventually we're gonna grow to a full adult and be rich. But
Knock on wood.
is this wood? I think it is wood.
It feels pretty solid.
Yeah. So, what we do for you'll build a car for you last year?
Yeah. Traveling, I actually like traveling a lot too. I feel like
I
one
think
thing,
I would travel. Too.
like one thing that's I'm not traveling right now is because like I tell myself like I'd rather
Save money and
yeah,
just,
like establish myself financially and then travel later when I'm older because like I believe I'm a big believer in fitness, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel like everyone should be doing it and then cuz you know, like you could be 50 fit and
travel later.
yeah.
I mean, I like traveling. I don't want to wait.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not gonna go to Japan. Shout out to the people going to Japan this winter.
Yo,
but
where they asked me to and I was tempted but I was like, nah.
that's a lot of money, dude.
It is. And then another thing is like I don't like to travel in big groups.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I
like.
feel like it's too much to manage.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I like traveling. I wouldn't go to Japan. I would go to maybe still, the continental United States.
Uh-huh.
At most Hawaii, which is not the continental United States.
Yeah.
But that's because it's cheaper. And you can still
It's beautiful.
you
there,
could
bro.
still explore a lot of the United States. Because
Uh-huh.
even like states that nobody thinks about, like Ohio or Alabama. Shout out to Alabama and Ohio. I don't know why I'm doing that.
You want to talk
This-
about
this still-
Alabama?
Alabama. There's probably still dope ass areas and dope ass people you could meet in each state, and we're skipping those. I feel like you should travel within this the country, while you're still getting your financials, prepared
You think-
for the future.
You think it's a good idea?
I mean, it's like
What if it's like a heavily white state, right?
I don't care.
And then they see like you're a Mexican,
I don't care.
and then they just hella racist to you.
That's fine.
You
Makes-
would just take
It
it.
makes content. I could come back here and be like, "Yo, I went to Alabama. There was a bunch of rednecks screaming at me, cause I'm Mexican."
But what like, I would be scared because I'm in their territory now, right?
Just carry a gun.
Shh,
I didn't say
shit.
gun. Carry a blaster.
But you get what I'm saying? Like,
Honestly,
there's a lot of states that I wouldn't travel to.
Look, I think anywhere you go,
Mhm.
there's gonna be nice people. There's obviously gonna be
Oh
bad
yeah, yeah,
seeds.
for sure.
It's like if you go to LA, you could end up in Compton and you might get shot because you're not wearing the right color, or you might end up in Hollywood where it's just fine. You might encounter some weirdos, but it's gonna be fine. If I go to Alabama, I'm not gonna
That is true.
I'm not gonna end up in the bayous. I'm gonna be in the city somewhere, just getting to know the people.
Word. That's true.
It's not like, and also because your beliefs are different. I don't think you're a bad person. Like because I go to
Yeah.
a red state or I go to
But that's the thing though. Like there's some people out there. It's like if you don't share the same beliefs with them, they're not fucking with you.
I think that's the minority though.
That's a minority.
Yeah. So you know how there's a lot. Oh shit, we get into politics, man. Anyways, you know how there's like a lot of people screaming at each other like left and right.
Uh-huh.
I think those are the minorities. Like most of us are in the middle. Most
Uh-huh.
of us kind of
Yeah.
are fine because on the internet you see protests where you see I don't know like a guy with a MAGA hat screaming at a girl with pink hair and they're screaming back at each other. But most of us are not like that. If you go out in the street, you're not gonna see that very often. You see it once in a while, but most of the time we're fine. At our job, we see a lot of tourists from not just around the world, but around the country, and everybody is super nice. I
met not really, bro. Like
the worst customers I had were rude ass New Yorkers. Yo, no, I'm kidding.
I mean, New York people could be rude. Actually, that's what a lot of people say. Actually, like when they come to New York, they're like, "Yo, everybody here sucks."
This is why I think New Yorkers are rude, but I feel like people experience New Yorkers in a bad way because they see them in the MTA, they see them in the streets when New Yorkers are trying to get to work.
That's the thing.
And you're like, yo, you're in my way.
New Yorkers are fucking hustlers.
We're in a rush all the time. So if you get in my way, you're gonna get shoved. That's it. Or let's say I got like a 15-minute break, a 30-minute break, and yo.
Is it back on? There we go.
Anyway, so let's say I'm in a 15-minute break or 30-minute break, and I'm trying to get a bagel real quick for my break.
And then there's like a long ass.
There's a long ass line of tourists,
and they
don't know what they want, and I'm just like, bro, I know what I want. Let me go in front of you. Like you're in my way. One time I was in the concourse, right? Like, and then a school.
I'm leaving, bro. Fuck that.
a school of like students. They were all girls, I think. But you know how girls kind of stand next to each other and hold arms?
Yeah.
They were all standing 2 by 2, walking in a row.
So much.
And it was like 100 students. And I couldn't get through. It was like a river of girls just walking like back to back, kind of like really tight. And I had to wait. It was like waiting for the train to pass by because I couldn't get through. So that's why New Yorkers get pissed off at tourists. But at the end of the day, when
it's just misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's just misunderstandings. If you catch me in not necessarily in a good mood, but if you catch me at 9 rush, I'm gonna be like, yeah, McDonald's is over there, or you know, Empire State Building. You take the D train downtown or whatever. Like I'm gonna tell you everything.
Yo, but that's funny because there's this one time I was in Chinatown, right, and then these two tourists asked me. Actually, I was in Soho, right, and these two tourists, they were like, "Hey, do you know where Little Italy was or is?" Right. And I pointed them to the opposite direction.
You know what happened to me once?
Not on purpose though. Not on purpose. I swear it's because I'm just I'm just bad with geography. So I pointed them the wrong way.
I was one time in Broadway Lafayette.
Yeah.
And you know how there's 2 trains, right? One going to Brooklyn, one going deeper into Manhattan.
Yeah, uptown, downtown. Right?
Yeah. And I was waiting for the Brooklyn side.
Yeah.
And a lady came and she was like, "Oh, what train goes to Brooklyn?" And then the train going deeper into Manhattan came, and I pointed that way, saying, "Oh, wait till that one stops making noise so I can explain it to you." So I pointed that way, and as soon as I pointed a little bit, she dipped and ran into the train, and then I'm looking at her like miss, and then it was like a grandma, like she was like 60 or something.
Damn,
70.
You did her dirty, bro.
And then she got in the train, the door's closed, she turns around and bangs on the door, and she's like, and it just leaves. And I'm just like, yo, she just went the wrong way. Well, she dipped right as soon as I pointed, but I meant to be like, oh, wait for the train to stop, or wait for the train to stop making noise so I could talk to her and explain to her where she's gonna go.
Damn, you a savage, bro. You sent her into the scary area because when you get further up, it gets scarier.
Not in Manhattan. We were in Broadway Lafayette.
Oh yeah,
it was the M line. She was gonna go to 34th Street, 42nd, somewhere. She was fine. It would be crazy if she was on the A line and she ended up in like Brownsville or something.
Poor grandma. She's done for.
I think I sent a couple to Brooklyn one time by mistake because I was on the R line and they were like, "Where's Union Street?" I was in Canal and they were like, "Where's Union Street?" I was like, "Oh, take the R to Brooklyn to Union Street." And then I was in a train. I was like, "Wait, did they mean Union Street or Union Square?" Because Union Square is like a stop, like 2 stops away from Canal. So they might have wanted to go there, and they just ended up.
Street, right?
Yeah. So they might have ended up in like a random as they.
All right, but if they would have seen Union, like, all right, maybe we asked.
They said Union Street, but they're tourists. They don't know the difference between Union Street and Union Square.
SQ and ST.
You fucked up, guys. If you listen
possibly,
to this, maybe that's all your fault. I told you how to get a Union Street.
Yo, how funny would that be? Like if like those people we gave directions, like if they ever watch this video, you're like, yo, that's the dude that gave me the wrong directions.
Let's find them. Let's get them.
Damn, those are the people that are gonna be hunting us, bro.
Hopefully, come at me, motherfuckers.
Damn,
I got the piece of my jacket. What's the jacket? That's over there. I got my 4-piece.
4-piece McNuggets.
From McDonald's.
Sounds delicious right now.
I keep them there for good luck. I'm just kidding. You ever seen Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, I watch it, but I don't remember much from it.
There's a scene where he just has tater tots in his pocket, and he's in class just like
out of his pocket.
Yeah, they're pocket tater tots.
That's gross though, because you got like dust bunnies in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was. I remember my teacher used to make fun of the kid
Man,
because he did that.
how do we end up here?
Let's go. What's the original question? It was what
If
do you?
we had cancer, we had a year to live.
I'll probably spend it at the beach in Hawaii doing ecstasy and mollies and LSD and shrooms and DMT.
All right, so there's like different drugs, right?
I mix them all together and take it at once.
I think it would just straight die.
Good.
All right, so like, I know LSD, acid. I know, shrooms. Those are like all hallucinogens. So I think if you're at like a beautiful place, right? Like if you're on a beautiful beach in Hawaii and you took one of those, like, you would just be standing there, like really taking the moment in.
I want to take LSD and climb a mountain. I want to meet God before.
I think you should climb the mountain, like when you're at the peak, right?
And
So
jump off.
No, bro. And then you should take the drug, cause then like then you don't have to risk, like
Falling.
yeah. Well, you could still risk falling, but like when you're up there and you see like that view on the and your mind is like elevated on the drug, it's gonna be like the view's already beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be now like times 10.
There's this mountain in Hawaii where they
Uh-huh.
have a telescope to look at the stars. But the reason they have it up there is because it's above the clouds.
Okay.
So when you climb that mountain at night, you can see the whole Milky Way and all the stars because it's above all the light pollution and it's above all the clouds. So I heard that's one of the best views.
Damn.
And I'm gonna
bro.
do that.
How
and
about
then
how
trip
about the
on
Northern
LSD.
Lights? Yo, Northern Lights on like acid or something. Yo, that would be sick.
Maybe, or maybe it's scary. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, the sky's gonna fall
Cause
on me.
like pictures never do views justice, but like when I see pictures of Northern Lights, I'm like, yo, that shit is beautiful.
What's the best view you ever had?
The best view that I ever had?
Ooh, good
Damn.
question. You haven't traveled enough if you don't have your favorite view.
Yeah, I don't think I've traveled.
Mine right now, I think it might be the Grand Canyon.
Actually, if you want to put it, maybe like seeing this, like the entire view of Manhattan, the buildings
That's
at
pretty
nighttime.
good. It's pretty good. I seen it at nighttime, and
when on the
Driving?
287 going towards Manhattan.
it looks pretty dope. Or even from New Jersey, because New Jersey you could see everything.
Yeah, that's true. That also.
I used to hang out with my friends in New Jersey, and we would just go to Hoboken
Uh-huh.
and just sit at the shore looking at Manhattan, and they would smoke weed, and I would just be at the side. 'Cause
Actually,
I just smoke.
all right, maybe Hong Kong then. When I went to Victoria's Peak, it was a cloudy ass day, but like
It was Victoria's Peak.
there's a giant Buddha statue up there.
Is it like the biggest statue in the world?
I don't think in the world, but it's a big ass statue.
Is it bigger than the Statue of Liberty?
That I'm not sure because
It might
I've
be.
never seen the Statue of Liberty in
The Statue of
person.
Liberty is not that big.
It's not that big.
It's like
The
100
big
feet.
Buddha is pretty fucking big.
Because the Statue of Liberty is like 300 feet tall,
Uh-huh.
but the base is like 200 feet. So I think in total it's like
I'm not even sure.
I don't
really
know. We could search it up, but I actually
All right.
I'm assuming.
But like,
That'd
all
be
right.
fine.
So it was crazy though, because when
Mr.
I
Passive is busy.
so since it was a cloudy day, right?
Yeah,
And it was literally like I was entering the gates of like heaven, bro.
that looks.
I
tight.
swear, 'cause
like
it
you
was
going
like-
through the smoke and
Yeah,
then it
the
comes
big
out.
Buddha's just there, right?
I think that might
And
be
then
the biggest statue.
Since it was cloudy, bro, like it looked like we were in the clouds.
That sounds.
Cause
tight.
the mountain, you have to take what are those lifts called? The lift, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the one where it was like a glass floor too.
Ooh.
So it was crazy.
The lift
like-
is a glass
Yeah,
floor.
the whole lift is just glass. You know,
And
it's
you're
got
in
railings.
China, bro.
It's got railings.
I
Hong
wouldn't
Kong,
do that.
Hong Kong.
Nah, I don't care. It's China.
Nah, but it was because it's cheap. You think it's some cheap shit? All right, but like, yo, it was crazy because like you see all the tree, like the trees look like little broccoli, bro.
Damn.
But there was like people hiking too, and I was like, I don't think we could do that in a day.
Damn. I would like to do that. See, that's what I want to do. Just go to a bunch of sites and just see crazy shit.
The 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah. Maybe not. I heard the Great Pyramids of Giza are kind of shitty.
I would still want to see it.
I still want to see it because from this angle, you see the pyramids and they look
Uh-huh.
amazing, and you turn around and it's just the city of like Cairo or whatever it's called,
Uh-huh.
and it's just McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts. It's just a bunch of retail stores, and then you face this when it's beautiful. When I was at the Grand Canyon, that shit looked dope, bro. It's literally a
Wait,
cliff.
Were you spiritually awoken when you
Nah.
looked at it?
I wasn't high enough.
I have a friend, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, he got engaged, and he was like, guys, let's go to Arizona for.
Arizona looks beautiful, dude. Just driving around.
He said when he went hiking there, he proposed right there.
Uh-huh.
But he was like, bro, when I went, he told us and our friends, he was like, let's go there for my bachelor party,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he was like, bro, when I saw the canyons there, I was spiritually awoken. So
Dude,
so
but
now
here's the thing.
I always
Make
say
fun of
that.
him?
No, like if I see something cool, I'm like, bro, I'm spiritually awoken. Like,
But the thing is that when because I went with my mom, right?
Yeah.
And my cousin, they were talking. They would just want to go because fuck it, it's right there. We were in
Yeah.
Las Vegas, and I was like, well, who cares? The hole. But when we got there, it looked crazy. It looked fake. And then the thing is that there's no guardrails or anything. You're literally on the edge of a cliff, and then everybody's standing at the edge.
fuck, yo, that's kind of
There
scary.
was this chick that she was with her selfie stick. She looked like a little emo Asian chick.
That's
she-
my little sister. Bro.
Imagine she's probably
Nah.
suicidal because she was
Nah,
she
bro.
was like on the edge, and her feet were
Like-
half off. She was on her
Fuck, yeah,
her
that's
tippy
scary,
toes,
dude.
and she was taking selfies. And one of the because it's in
Are
a
there like guards there?
it's a Native American reserve.
Yeah.
So it's Native American guards like policemen.
Yeah.
And they were like, "You're too close." But everybody was like, this is the edge. You're falling here. Their feet were like that, and I was 10 feet that way because I'm not fucking.
scared
I'm
of
not.
heights.
I'm not scared of heights, dude. I'm fine
terrified.
with heights. I'm scared of falling. Cause so I was at the edge and I didn't want to get close because there was also cracks like going around the
hell
edge,
no,
and I'm like, it's all a bunch of. It's how deep it is. I think like 6 or 7 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each
my
other
God.
is like the height of the depth of the canyon, and
Bro.
then I'm standing at the edge. I'm like, I'm not getting close.
Yo, when I'm like on a high building and I look over like a railing, like my balls just like shoot up to my forehead. They shoot up to my forehead, bro. Like I just get hella lightheaded. I'm like, oh
Damn.
shit, I
See,
gotta
this is why you
back up.
can't. You shouldn't be hiking then, cause.
Nah, hiking is fine though.
But the thing is that imagine a hike where the mountains here, the trail's this wide, and then down is the cliff, and all you see is clouds.
I mean that if it's like some stuff like that, I'm willing to do because like
I'll do anything.
I remember last time I went hiking with my friends, right? And then we wanted there was a checkpoint. There was supposed to be a waterfall, but I guess it wasn't in season or some shit because there was just a fucking stream. Like it was a tiny stream, right? But I was
Global
looking
warming.
I was looking at the structure. I'm like, oh, maybe this whole thing is a waterfall if there's like water, right? So I went to the edge and I looked down. I was like, maybe this is where the water would be flowing and it would drop down there. And I sat on the edge.
Damn.
Yeah.
What if you're at the edge and then you see like a huge wave of water come down?
I'm probably dead, bro.
That'd be crazy. But anyways, so the Grand Canyon.
That would be scary.
So I went to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
There's that, and then there's a section that you have to pay extra that you walk on a glass floor that goes around, and then you go see straight down. And that wasn't scary to me. I was like sliding around, I was dancing, because I know it's safe.
Okay.
The height doesn't scare me. It's just being at the edge, and then we got to a point where it's kind of like a big you kind of like in a circle. So the circle is like a little mountain, and then around is the canyon. And then there's like a little point here where you have to, maybe it's like 10 feet wide, and you have to walk across that, and then you reach the big circle. And everybody was there taking pictures, but you have to cross that part where it's really.
Was it like mad crowded?
It's all right. It went really early. It was not that bad. It was a lot of Asian people, a lot of Asian tourists.
Yeah, they got money.
Yeah, I mean it's good though. That's something that I like. The people when they get money, they're not wasting it on crazy stuff. They're going to see the world. You should go see the world.
Asians, they'll spend money on anything.
I could tell.
Like, a lot of designer, a lot of materialistic stuff, but yeah, they like to travel too.
Which is good. Explore, see the world. Just don't be, an asshole. I feel like that's a issue that not just Chinese people or Asian people, but everybody has, is that a lot of people are entitled. So when they go to a different culture, they want the stuff they want, and they don't realize that, you're in their land.
Yeah.
You can't just be fucking around. Like I noticed that a lot in our store, where a lot of people come here and they request stuff, and I'm just like, what? That's not how this works.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Or
It's like a culture shock, right?
Yeah, culture shock where they just skip lines.
Yeah.
I had like a lot of guys just talk to me this far away, and they're like, "Hey,
Yo,
buddy, do you know
yo,
where the bathroom is?"
bro,
I'm just like,
when-
"Dude, you're too close."
When like I don't know if they're French, but I'm assuming they're French. Like when they come up close to you, and I feel like it's just the way the language is, or like right, and their accents. They be spitting on me, bro. And like
I think
some of them have like that smoker's breath. I'm like,
I don't know. It just depends on the culture.
Yeah.
It's way different. One thing, I forgot who asked me. So I think at work somebody asked me if I could live in Mexico, and I was like, no, hell no,
word.
because I need diversity. I can't be at a place where there's just one type of person.
All right, but how about like? I've been to Mexico, but like the resorts, right? So I don't know how like everyday life is.
Imagine living in China where everybody's Chinese. There's no Mexican people. There's no black people. There's no other types of Asian people. It's just straight Chinese people. Maybe not in like Tokyo or Hong Kong, but imagine like a rural part of China where it's all Chinese people. Yeah. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could go to Mexico.
I would not. I can't.
Like I need my.
I've had too much here.
I need my diversity, man. I'm spoiled.
Not even the For me, it's not even the diversity. Like, it's just a way of life. Cause over there, it's like, well, where my parents are from, right? Mm-hmm. It's third world there. But it's an up and coming city, but like.
But let's say you live the same life you did over there. Only everybody was Chinese. They just. I don't think I could do that.
All right, so like if I didn't have my current experiences, I'd probably be able to do it because I wouldn't know any better.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Right?
I just like diversity.
Oh, you like diversity?
Yeah, I don't think I could be in a place like.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
So something in New York City, that's something I took for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Diversity.
Yeah, once you go somewhere else and you see how much one type of person there is.
That's why
it's creepy, man.
When we mentioned Alabama, I was like, "You're gonna be the minority."
I don't know. There's a lot of black people in Alabama.
Oh really? I don't know.
It's the South, bro.
I'm just ignorant, bro.
It's the South.
I don't know shit about geography.
I mean, there was a lot of white people in Big Bear.
I think diversity is great though. Just
I think it's too.
Different cultures.
Yeah, everybody learns from each other and everybody works together. Or they fight. Either way, I don't care.
I mean, I feel like eventually, like you know, if it's kids, like they're always gonna get along. Mm-hmm. Like when I was young and I went to school with everybody, like everybody was friends.
But only if the parents allow it. Or not necessarily allow it, but they don't.
Nah, for
like,
real.
Because some people.
They're raised with hate, bro.
Some kids are raised with hate, and I'm just like, damn, that's crazy, dude. Like, I'm not in person, but I see, like, a kid be racist to another kid or another religion or whatever, and I'm just like, you didn't learn that on your own. Somebody taught it to you. That means your parents are telling you.
For real.
That you know, this type of person is the worst or this type of person is the worst. Like.
Are your parents like that?
No. My parents are pretty chill.
All right. My parents were like that though.
I mean, I think everybody's parents are a little, you know, racist or sexist.
It is, bro.
But it's just the times.
Cause like even my parents, they were like, "Yo, you're not allowed to date outside the race." But you know,
what race? Just be like, I'm the human race, bro. I'm not gonna date no animal.
They want me to marry an Asian girl.
Any Asian girl or Chinese girl?
Like Chinese girl.
I don't think my parents care.
I think at this point they don't care. I mean, even if they did care, like, it's my choice.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think they reach a certain point where it's just like, fuck it, bro, I'm tired. Like, my parents are probably just like, I'm tired. You do whatever you want. They're freaking working all day. Yeah, they're working all day. They're just hanging out, you know. I don't know, man. Anyways, 1 year to live.
That's what we were talking about?
Yeah, dude. Every single podcast is like, every time I talk to somebody about it,
we just jump in.
They're like, you guys should focus on one topic because
like, we're trying, man. Like,
it's hard. How about you, motherfuckers, get over here and try to do an hour podcast where you talk about one thing? It's difficult. Actually, if you guys want to come on, you're free to come on.
All right. What were we talking about again, though? 1 year to
1 year to live.
I mean, actually, we kind of did traveling.
Yeah, traveling. I would do drugs and travel. That's my thing.
Travel. That sounds fun.
All right, let's say 5 years to live. Now that's a long time, but it's not long enough.
Shit.
Because you can't just waste all your money or do a bunch of crazy shit right away.
I think I would just try to fulfill my lifelong goal. Try to have kids. Yeah.
In 5 years.
I mean, you could do it in.
What if you do it like Genghis Khan, just freaking have kids with everybody?
Nah, chill.
Because what does it matter? You're gonna die in 5 years.
Yeah, but that's so like irresponsible. My kids are gonna grow up to hate me. They're gonna grow up to. That's not the type of example.
You gotta beat the record of Genghis Khan.
That's not the type of example that I want.
100 years from now, people are gonna be like, "Yeah, I have 1% DNA of Norman."
That's not the image that I want to leave behind.
Nah, bro, you're gonna be forgotten.
I will be, but like, think about it, right? The kids that I have, they're gonna be like, my father, he just had kids and he left.
Nah, they're gonna be like, my father was a motherfucking gangster and impregnated 100,000 women.
Yeah, but then like, what if you were the byproduct of that? Like, how would that make you feel? I'd be like, yo, I didn't have a dad.
If my dad impregnated 100,000 women, that would be my life goal, to beat his score.
Damn, but then think about it.
1,001 or 10,001. Just to
You're
beat his
you're
shit.
just gonna have like a bunch of kids running around, like no parents.
I
That's
have
gonna
an army, bro.
that's gonna be
A
tough.
little army of little dorks running
you
around.
you gotta train them. You know, you gotta train them to be those dorks.
Just give them a gun and then have them run.
Oh my god.
Not a gun, a blaster. A blaster.
We're in trouble after this episode.
We're not monetized. Oh, so you know how much views we need to get monetized?
How
No, not
many-
views.
How many views?
We need 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And we need 40 hours of watch time.
How many views?
No,
are we-
4,000
how
hours.
How many
4,000 hours of watch time. We have 1,500.
how many subscribers do we have?
25,
Damn.
24.
We're getting there.
Hey, we only did it for like
All right,
2
but
weeks
like
so far.
you see, like I don't know how it works, but if we have this type of content now, right? And they look back at it, they can be like, "Oh, these guys were talking about this type of stuff from the beginning." Would that matter or no?
Nah, I don't care. I don't know. I mean, what type of stuff? We haven't.
We'll ask Passive about it later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people will care what we talk about. Like, if a year from now somebody
Uh-huh.
goes back to our first videos, they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Yo,
Yo,
why
I'm
y'all sound
telling you,
echoey?"
there's detectives out there that like
But what they're gonna find? Like, we haven't said anything.
there's just I'm telling you, bro. There's some haters out there that like
You
they
know how-
will try to dig up anything. on
Last
you.
week we were in the opposite. Where I was saying we should watch what we talk about, and you're like, "Nah, bro, I'm free," and now we're
I know,
opposite.
but like that's because when I'm saying, but like the stuff that I want to talk about is, it's not really like.
I have done a lot of illegal stuff. Like, number one, no, I'm kidding.
I've done some illegal stuff.
I mean, who
but, like,
hasn't? You driven over the speed limit? That's illegal.
That's
I
true.
drove 51 and a 50. Or everybody has like drank before they turned 21. Everybody has smoked something that was illegal. Everybody has killed one person
Man, I
at
don't-
least.
Yeah, see, the thing,
No.
I have no issue talking about weed because it's in a process. of
Yeah, but
getting
if you would have
legalized.
talked about it like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
it would have been way different.
Yeah, it
Right
would've.
now, it's legal in a couple of states.
Uh-huh.
But 15 years ago, motherfuckers was getting like life sentences because they had an
Yeah.
ounce of weed in their pocket.
That's crazy how it's gotten so
I'll
far.
be pissed off, bro. If
I
I
would
was
be pissed off
if I
too.
did
You
20
lost your
years,
life, bro.
You lost your life, and you didn't just lose your life. You were stuck in a cell for 20 years or whatever. That's worse than losing your life because
It
you're
is. You become
you're
a
tortured.
man of the system.
you're tortured. You lost all your potential because you probably got arrested at a young age, and
Yeah.
now you're a criminal because you had to do
Word,
criminal
and it goes on
activity.
your record. Oh my lord.
You have a record?
No,
I
I've never
do.
been locked up.
I
You've
have a
been locked
record.
up?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I almost had a record for my school because I got suspended, and they're like, "Nah, we're not gonna put in your record." And I was like, "I got suspended for the stupidest thing." I didn't. My friend brought a laser pointer, and laser pointers are not allowed at school. And then I got caught with it in my hand, and then me and my friend got in trouble because they were like, "Where you got this from?" I was like, "Him."
Yo, you a snitch.
Because they saw him give it to me, and they saw me pointing it at people, and then we got in trouble. And they were like, it was. I mean, I wasn't like scared or anything because I was already like 12, but they had us sitting down for like 3 hours. They talked to us. They gave us a
Damn.
big ass book. They're like, "This is why this is not allowed. They could blind kids." Blah blah blah. And we're just there like.
Yeah, whatever. Can we go now?
Nah, I was a little scared because
Oh, shit.
that's the first time because I don't know. I got in trouble a lot, but never like suspended or expelled and stuff.
Word, me neither.
But yeah. So we were just in a table, and the principal was talking, or the assistant principal was talking to us, explaining to us, and she was like, "We're gonna tell your mother you're gonna be suspended. You're gonna go to this class for."
That's when you got
next 2
scared,
weeks."
right? Because then your mom's gonna beat your ass.
Nah, I didn't get scared.
I
I'm
would
not
have
scared
been
of my
scared
parents.
because then my parents would have.
My dad laughed at me. He was like, "Haha, you got in trouble." And then my mom gave me like a talk. But it wasn't too bad. I just told them I got caught with laser pointer.
I never had my parents called.
My parents are more understanding because if I would have had like a gun, yeah, they would have fucking killed me. But it was a laser pointer.
Yeah, like,
like
it's not a
if I
big
told my parents, "Can you buy me a laser pointer?" They'll be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
where?"
get you one.
Yeah, I mean, I get why they're dangerous.
Yeah.
But I was pointing at my
makes
teacher's
sense.
butt.
Is there a guy or a girl?
It was a guy.
Oh, okay.
I was
Imagine
just
it was like
"Ah."
a female teacher and she was just
I get
fine
I
as
get
fuck.
I get freaking
my
sexual assault
my
charge.
6th grade science teacher is so bad.
I don't
Like,
remember
she's
any of my
fine.
teachers. See, as a
I
kid,
would-
they're probably fine, but if you look
Nah,
back,
like even now, if I were to see her, I'll be like, she's still beautiful.
I had a hippie ass teacher for at my elementary school.
Elementary school.
Yeah, she was hippie. I mean, like teas and making her own drinks and doing yoga. She made us do yoga. She made us
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. We meditated with her. We did a lot of
How old was this? You said what?
I was
Fifth
like
grade?
5th grade, so I was 10.
Damn, that's
I
pretty
don't know.
cool. Actually,
And then she was really progressive. She was like a hipster before hipsters were a thing. So she meditated. She recycled a lot. She made us donate a bunch of clothes.
damn,
Like
so she's just a good person.
she's just a good person, yeah. And then she left that school because she went to teach English in Ecuador, and she gave us like letters with postcards with her
Uh-huh.
address to write her something.
Damn, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, she's a dope. She's one of my favorite teachers, Miss Flood. Shout out to you. I don't know
we
your
need more
first name.
we need more teachers like that.
Yeah, she was. See, that's one thing about the New York's like school system.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this, for my experience, right? Because I did go to good schools. The system was okay.
Uh-huh.
But the teachers always tried really hard. Like I felt like the teachers always tried their best with what they had to teach us values and lessons and the curriculum.
Yeah, for me it was 50-50. You just had some teachers, they're just there to collect a check. And then some, like other teachers, they actually care.
I think I got lucky with my teachers because at least because in elementary school you have one teacher, in
Yeah.
middle school you have a couple.
Uh-huh.
Majority of them were like legit trying to teach you. We had that one that was just fill out the packet
So,
or just copy from
Yo,
the textbook.
my first grade teacher, she actually robbed me of $15.
Robbed you?
Well, she didn't rob me, but like here's what happened, right? I got like red envelopes, and had $15, right?
Yeah.
And I brought it to school, and I was showing my friends. I was like, "Look, I got $15. I'm gonna buy. You know how many chips I can buy with this,
That's
right?"
a lot of fucking chips.
That is because chips were 25 cents.
Yeah,
bro.
bro, the good old days.
And then like you get like $1 popsicles, the scribbles. It comes with 2 for $1.
Mhm.
So
Damn, it brings you back,
I pulled
bro.
pulled out $15, right? And the teacher, she saw it and she was like, "Why do you have so much money out?" And she took it, right? And
She never gave it back.
she never gave it back.
Damn.
And I
Go
was
find her, bro.
scared.
Let's
No,
jump her.
I was scared, right? Because then when in elementary school, when you're in class, the teacher waits outside with us in the playground, and then your parents come pick you up, right? And I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, the teacher took my $15 earlier, and she never gave it back to me." And my mom was like, "Go tell her that she never gave you back your $15." But I was too scared because that teacher
Damn.
was super strict.
Damn.
She was super
That
strict, so
sucks,
like
dude.
I was scared to like.
$15 is a lot of
It
fucking
was
money, dude. Especially
yeah,
as a
like,
kid.
First grade, what is that?
You're rich.
You're 5 or 6 years old.
First grade. Yeah.
I was that scared of her, bro. That like I was like, I never asked for it back, and then she just never remembered.
I had this teacher that was like a overweight black woman,
Uh-huh.
and she was like sassy. She was really nice when she was in a good mood, but she was also really mean. She was not mean. She was really strict, and she never walked down the stairs because she was really big. She was always on her. She'll walk. She was always on her chair. But one time, she was not my teacher. I went to her because my teacher was absent. So
Yeah.
our class got divided into a bunch of classes. So I went to her with my friend, and it was reading time, and I talked, and she was like, "All right, now you're gonna write a 15 word essay," and I'm like, "I know 15,000." I said 15 words.
15-word essay.
That's my name.
Hi, my name is Victor.
I said 1,500 word essay.
Yeah,
I said as a 10-year-old, 15,000 words is a lot.
that is.
And then I think one time she made me write the thing where you write the same sentence over and over again.
Yo.
It was like 10 pages back and front, because in elementary school I got detention like almost every other day. I got in trouble for everything. In middle school I never got detention.
Uh-huh.
I did get suspended. And in high school I didn't even
Damn.
go to class. But elementary school, because our detention was during recess, you stayed in the cafeteria and did homework.
Uh-huh.
And that was me every day while all the kids were playing outside. I was just like, yo, I'm stuck here. But sometimes the cafeteria ladies were dope and they would just give us extra food.
Yeah, word.
But either way, we couldn't talk.
I would always take extra milk. Maybe like one milk carton. I would take like the chocolate milk, stick one in my pocket, like my hoodie pocket,
Yeah.
and I'll just take another one. They're like, only one. I was like, only one.
Damn, you fucking thug. I don't
Nah,
know.
they would see it, but it's like they didn't go that hard to like make you put it back. Some of them did, but
I remember one time I was like, we were the last class to make it. And then they ran out of pizza or something. We had to wait.
Damn, I would have been mad.
Yeah, so it was like,
but at least you got fresh pizza.
Yeah. So it was me and my class. No, just my class, basically. The boy side. We were
Yeah.
stuck online forever. And everybody already went outside. And then they made like fresh pizza for us. and then had a bunch of extras. So we just had like a bunch of slices for
Damn.
ourselves. We had like 2 pizzas for
That would
ourselves.
have been the best day of lunch ever.
It was tight. It was tight, man. I miss elementary school.
Yo, I have one more funny story, right? So this was in 5th grade, right? So the door's right here. You walk in like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a row of desks like this. And I was sitting in the last row with my friends, right? I was sitting in the middle seat, and then 2 friends were next to me. And then, like, out of nowhere, I feel like a smack on the back of my head, right?
Teacher hit you?
No, nobody hit me. Well, somebody hit me, but I'll tell you who hit me. It's funny.
Ooh.
So I thought it was the person sitting to my left, right? So I turn around, and he was like, yo, it wasn't me, right? But, like, he was saying that, like, what I was swinging at him, so I smack him, right?
Yeah.
And I smack him upside his head because I thought he smacked me upside my head. But he was like, yo, it wasn't me, right? And then it was one of our friends who walked in he went to the bathroom and he was coming back.
Yeah.
So he smacked me, but I thought it was the person next to me.
Yeah.
So I smacked the person to my left, and then the person to my left smacked me back. Right?
Damn. Do you fight?
Nah, we didn't fight, but that's what happened, right? And so our teacher saw this and sent the 3 of us
All 3 of you?
to the principal.
Damn, that sucks. The other kid.
It was
didn't do
freaking
anything,
hilarious.
bro.
No, he didn't do anything. He just got smacked and he smacked me back, and it was so funny because like when I finally understood the situation, like I just started cracking up.
Damn.
But yeah, we got sent to the principal's office for that.
That sounds like something that would happen in like a silent film.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's
Yeah.
so stupid. Like
Just like toot, and
he was
you
like,
turn
"Yo,
around and
you-"
hit the wrong person,
yeah,
and the
I'm
other
like
person's
trying
like,
to smack him. He blocks it, and I smack him again, right? He's like, "Yo, it wasn't me. It was our friend that walked in," and then he was just behind us laughing the whole time.
I feel like we'll have a whole podcast about like stories from school. I have a lot of stories, bro. I have a lot of stories.
I have some funny stories.
We'll cover it on a different day, cause it's been an hour and I gotta pee. Anyways,
Guys, it's been real.
it's been real.
Like, comment, subscribe.
There you go. He said it for me. Thank you. I love you guys.
Should we clap 3 times to end it?
No, that's to sync it.